Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be making these fun marbled chocolate popsicle and cake pop style desserts. You'll need some dark chocolate ganache, so I've got my dark chocolate by Nestle and I'm pouring over some heavy cream. When I work with dark chocolate ganache, I like to melt it down in the microwave and I use 1 part cream to 3 parts dark chocolate. After 30 seconds, I'll give it a bit of a mix and then zap again for 20 seconds until everything has been nicely melted and combined. This is some cake that I bought from Coles. I'm just crumbling it between my hands until it's nice and crumbly. Add in your dark chocolate ganache and then knead it through. It's important to use your fingers for this or your hands, and that way you can really gauge for how soft it's becoming. But basically you want to be able to grab a piece, roll it between your hands, and it sticks together without sort of falling apart or being too dry. The benefits of using chocolate ganache instead of buttercream is that even if you do add too much, it'll still hold its own pretty well, so it'll stay firm. It won't soften out too much because dark chocolate ganache is just awesome like that. Grab it, roll it between 2 sheets of baking paper till it's about 1 inch or so in thickness, and then place it onto a cookie sheet and into the freezer for about 20 minutes. That way it's all nice and firm and now you can safely cut out your shapes without it warping. These are cookie cutters. I've got an egg shape, perfect for Easter, and I've also got a circle shape because I thought that would look pretty nice as well. You can just push them out of the cookie cutters and give it a bit of a wriggle around on the table. That way it creates a nice clean cut for you and there's no thrilly kind of pieces at the end. You don't have to cut shapes, you can also roll them into cake pop balls as well. That negative space that you see there, or that little cutout throwaway, you can pop it back into the freezer to use for a future project or just roll them all up into little balls instead. I popped them back into the freezer while I prepared my chocolate. So this is just white chocolate melted down with a little bit of oil. That way I could add in some gel, food color, and mix it through without the chocolate seizing or becoming solid. It also gives you a bit more time to work with your chocolate as well when you add in vegetable oil, canola, or sunflower seed oil, or a vegetable oil, basically something that's really pale and tasteless. Take your sticks, pop them into the chocolate, and then feed them through your Cakesicles or your cake pops until they reach halfway up. And then, while I prepare my chocolate again, I let these rest in the freezer for another 10 minutes or so. Into a tall glass, if you can, pop in some white chocolate and then drizzle over the top some colored chocolate as well. I like to use this method for when I'm doing cake pops because I can really dip the whole cake pop through to the bottom. And then when you lift it up, you get that nice marble effect. Tap off the excess. And be sure to rotate the cake pop around as you do this, and that way it settles that little stream and it's all one fluid kind of surface. You could also rest those standing in a styrofoam something, and that way it rests like an actual cake pop standing upwards. For the Cakesicles, you can just pop it into a bowl with chocolate instead, kind of rotate the bowl around so the chocolate heaps towards one side, tap off the excess, settle it down, and then add in some sprinkles if you like before the chocolate has had time to set. Quick tip, if you do tap off the excess and then you put it onto baking paper and it's still kind of puddling around your Cakesicle, just lift it and reposition it. The excess chocolate will stay in the previous position and then it'll set without any extra puddling at the base. And that's it. That is how you make some really pretty marbled Cakesicles and cake pops for Easter. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and give it a go. If you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can see your awesome creation as well. Feel free to subscribe for more videos and we'll catch you again in the next one.